Long, long, long ago, there lived in Japan a brave warrior known to all as Tawara Tudak, or My Lord Bag of Rice. His true name is Fujiwara Hidesto, and there is a very interesting story of how he came to change his name.
One day, Fujiwara Hideto sailed forth in search adventures, for he had the nature of a warrior and could not bear to be idle. No sooner had he set foot on a bridge when he saw laying right across his path a huge serpent dragon.
At first, Hidesto could not help feeling alarmed at the sight of this horrible reptile laying on his path, for he must either turn back or walk right over its body.
He was a brave man, however, and putting aside all fear, went forward dauntlessly.
Fujiwara has stared up.
What was it you that called me just now?
Yes, it was I, and I have an earnest request to make to you. Do you think you can grant it to me?
If it is in my power to do so, I will. But first tell me who you are.
I am the Dragon Queen of the lake, and my home is in these waters just under this bridge.
And what is it you have to ask of me?
I want you to kill my mortal enemy, the centipede, who lives on the mountain beyond. For some time past, my family and I have lived in terror, for a monster centipede has discovered our home, and night after night it comes and carries off one of my family. I am powerless to save them. For many days I have waited on the bridge in the shape of the horrible centipede dragon that you saw, in the hope that some strong, brave man would come along. You are the first man I have found able to look at me without fear, so I knew at once that you were a man of great courage. Will you not help me and kill my enemy, the centipede?
Your story has struck me, and I cannot deny you. Where does the centipede live, so that I might attack the creature at once?
Its home is on the mountain Miyakami, but it comes every night at a certain hour to a place of the lake. It would be better to wait till then.
Woo! The centipede.
Those two balls of fire are its eyes.
It is coming for its prey. Now is the time to kill it.
Don't be afraid. I shall surely kill the centipede. Just bring me my bow and arrows.
The hero saw that he now only had one arrow left in his quiver, and if this one failed, he could not kill the centipede.
Then suddenly the warrior remembered that he had heard that human saliva was deadly to centipedes. Hideto determined to try his last chance.
Dragon King, come out with me on the balcony, for the centipede is dead and you have nothing more to fear.
Oh, thank you so much,
I was about to get eaten. Instead of my gratitude knows no bounds.
I humbly thank you all, but I must go home now that I have finished what I have come to do.
We are sorry to have you leave so soon. But since we must go, we beg you to accept a few small presents in token of our gratitude for delivering us forever from our horrible enemy, the centipede.
Hidesto stood in awe as he was presented with 5 gifts.
First, a large bronze bell.
Second, a bag of rice.
Third, a roll of silk.
Fourth, a cooking pot.
Fifth, a bell.
Please, I cannot accept all these presents.
I will not let you refuse.
Hidesto Hidesto told all what had happened to him with the Dragon King of the Lake.
The presents which he had received from the grateful Dragon King were found to be of magic power. The bell only was ordinary, and as Hidesto had no use for it, he presented it to the temple nearby, where it was hung to boom out the hour of the day over the surrounding neighborhood.
The single bag of rice, however, much was taken from it day after day for the meals of the night and his whole family. Never grew less, the supply in the bag was inexhaustible.
The roll of silk, too, never grew shorter. Through time, after time, long pieces were cut off to make the warrior a new suit of clothes to go to court in all the new year.
The cooking pot was wonderful too. No matter what was put into it, it cooked deliciously. Wherever was wanted without any firing, truly very economical saucepan.
The fame of Hidesto's fortune spread far and wide, as there was no need for him to spend money on rice or silk or firing, he became very rich and prosperous, and he was henceforth known as My Lord Bag of Rice.